Good is good. It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be going over and ranking our top 10 centers in NBA 2K24 MyTEAM. Now, before I do anything, I'd go back and watch the power forward videos because a lot of these guys will not be on this list because I think of them only as a power forward, such as a guy like Chris Bosh. I just don't see Chris Bosh as a center. There might be like a Bam, for example, Karl Malone, for example. I guess Karl Malone doesn't have center eligibility, but like even like a Chris Webber, for example. I think of them mainly as, power forwards compared to the center position. So just wanted to briefly kind of go over and talk about that part of things because I don't want to read a comment, yo, Ty, where's Chris Bosh? I really am enjoying the card. Well, guys, I just think of him as a power forward. Now, we're going to start this list off at number 10 with the guy I actually really do like and appreciate what he does. That's Diamond Greg Oden. Now, why? Because the defensive end of the court, Diamond Greg Oden is fantastic. Hall of Fame anchor, box out beast, immobile enforcer, pogo stick, rebound chaser, post lockdown. Even shooting wise, 79 3-ball gold catch and shoot. I mean, what more do you want, especially considering he's got hot spots from both quarters. Release wise is a little slow, can't really dribble, leaner is not great. But I just think Greg Oden isn't horrible. And I think people need to realize that because do believe you can get this card. I think was there a diamond rewritten equal chance pack? I'm not exactly sure. But let's say you got written Greg Oden and he's unauctionable. Well, this guy can play at a really high level. Or let's say even you've locked in Adam Morrison and there's a salary cap option for Greg Oden and he's not super bad, like 1,800. Not super bad for Greg Oden. Just another opportunity to run the car. At my number 9, we're plugging in Pink Diamond Hakeem Olajuwon. I think Hakeem Olajuwon is just a better version of Greg Oden. I think the cards are super similar, but you gotta badge up Hakeem. Give him that gold catch and shoot at least, make him a little better defensively, and you're definitely going to enjoy Hakeem Olajuwon and what the card can give you. Now, again, very similar to Greg Oden. There's not a ton of differences. Hot spots from both corners. Oden does have a higher 3-ball. I think Hakeem's release is a little bit better. So just some things to keep in mind. But if you did grind, 1,000 triple threat offline wins, which I think is what it was last season for Hakeem, or 22,000 points in MyTEAM Unlimited, however you got Hakeem, he can still play to this day. At my number 8, I'm plugging in Pink Diamond Roy Hibbert, 7'2", 7'6" wingspan. Gives you a little something different compared to Hakeem, a little something different compared to Greg Oden. But I'm liking Roy Hibbert, and I'm really enjoying using this card in my No Money Spent Squad series. Finishing wise, defensively, absolutely elite. I've still got to figure out his release. I mean, 72 3-ball. You should be able to green with it, especially if you do give him catch and shoot. But it is something I'm struggling a little bit with because the Brook Lopez base is not great. But if you get that release down, Roy Hibbert's 7'2". We've got some tall centers recently. Obviously, KP of recent. Wemby is still, a top center in the game. Roy Hibbert's a guy you can trust to go out there and compete with those guys on both ends of the court. At my number 7, Pink Diamond Cat. I plugged him in at both the power forward and center position because I think Cat can play either. Now, Cat, here's the deal. It's opposite for Cat because in real life, defensively, I'm not saying he's horrible because he's not, but he's not really known for his defense. But on 2K, that's what he's best at. The defensive side of the court. Great rebounder, great interior, solid perimeter. Even like offensively, I know you guys are gonna be like, Ty, his shooting badges are great. It is, but his release is so bad in this game, and it's Ronnie's fault, man. This pro play stuff has kind of ruined some cards in my team, and Cat's one of them. Not to say Cat's release has been great in the past, because even in past 2Ks, it's not been great, but it was better than it is now. Now it's borderline unusable. It's not only slow, it's not only baited, it's super hard to time. So I mean, that's why Cat's not higher. Stat badge wise, he's absolutely fantastic. I went and I locked in this guy because I mean, he's Cat. He's my favorite player. I had to do what I had to do. But he is borderline just offensively a liability. And that's not the way it should be. At my number 6, Diamond David Robinson, 85 3-ball, 87 speed, good interior, great rebounder, does come with the Hall of Fame rebound chaser. Now keep an eye on that Hall of Fame rebound chaser badge because That's one a lot of these centers don't get. And it's sad that centers all don't get Hall of Fame rebound chaser considering we're in February. But that's one thing that set D-Rob apart from some of the other centers that we had in my team, like a Kareem, for example, who is really good for his time. Like Diamond Kareem was really good for his time, but he didn't have Hall of Fame rebound chaser that hurt his card. D-Rob, release-wise, it's solid. I don't want to say it's great because it isn't the quickest release, but it is easy to time, easy to green. Hot spots from both corners. You give him some shooting badges, make him even better. D-Rob, very, very solid in my team. At my number 5, we're plugging in Pink Diamond Joel Embiid. Hot spots from both corners. Shooting-wise, immaculate with the Hall of Fame catch and shoot. Defensively, really good with Hall of Fame rebound chaser as well. One thing for Joel Embiid is his release. It's smooth. It's just not great. You know, he doesn't really jump off the ground. It's kind of a set shot type of release. It's not bad, but it's just not, again, the best release in the game. Does have great defense, great finishing. He's just a complete big in my team. Not great, but is really, really solid. At my number 4, Pink Diamond Chet, 7'1", 7'6" wingspan. Now, I got to start this off by saying I do like Chet more at the power forward position than the center position, but I definitely respect this guy at both. Here's the deal, guys. 89, again, Giannis, he's a power forward to me. So don't come at me saying, where's Giannis? He's a power forward. Here's the deal with Chet, though. He's got everything you could ask. The only thing that's bad about this card is his strength rating. Release-wise, I don't necessarily even love his release. I think it's honestly kind of slow. But how do you get him? He's free. And maybe I have free card bias, but all you need to get Chet is 200 blocks over game modes. You get Chet, you've got a guy that can compete on your squad, not only for now, but for the foreseeable future. It's tough to outdo this card, outclass this card. And you're going to see it with my top 3, who obviously I'm a big fan of all those cards. But Chet is right up there with the rest of them. Hot spots forever, 7'1", decent enough release. Chet, absolutely fantastic in my team. At my number 3, Pink Diamond Tyson Chandler, 7 feet tall, 7'3" wingspan. Now, I didn't hype this card up initially when he came out because I'm like, how good is Tyson Chandler really going to be? Like, I know he's going to be solid, but like, is there a limit to it? Like, is he going to be the best power forward center in the game? Well, here's the deal. You got to badge Tyson Chandler up, but if you badge this card up, he is so elite. 91 speed, 92 lateral quickness, great interior perimeter. He can be an on-ball defender. He can. It sounds crazy, but he can. Hall of Fame clamps, 94 feet, challenger, ankle braces on gold, right stick ripper on gold. He's got literally everything the card needs. Hall of Fame big driver as well as great finishing badges. The only thing he doesn't have is great shooting badges. But you give him a three-point shoot. You give him catch and shoot. And just some of those other badges that you can, I mean, big men are going to need. So catch and shoot, price, slippery off ball, maybe even limitless if you want to give him. You give him all those, it's tough to beat Tyson Chandler. I'm just telling you, his release, smooth. I don't want to say it's the best in the game, but it is super smooth. Basic dribble style obviously hurts this card. This is a card I'm going to do a gameplay of probably tomorrow. And I'm just telling y'all, be prepared because Tyson Chandler, super good in my team. At my number 2, Pink Diamond Victor Wembanyama. Still to this day a top 2 center in my team, which is kind of crazy considering the card came out on December 22nd, which you guys are like, oh, Ty, it's not that long ago. I mean, it's a month and a half ago, guys. It's kind of a long time. Yes, Wemby, we all know what he's going to do. He's 7'4". He's got Hall of Fame rebound chaser, got Hall of Fame catch and shoot. One thing I want to note, no limitless range, and his release is on the slower side of things. Not to say it's all bad for Wemby, because I actually like Wemby. I really respect the card. Just realize that release on normal timing. It's going to hurt it, hold him back just that little bit. Joel Embiid dribble style, it's fine. It's, again, not great, though. A lot of big men aren't going to have that best dribble style. Wemby's Wemby in my team. You know what you're getting with the card. He's a giant with stretch ability. Just know that release is obviously not great. Coming in as my best center in my team, Kristaps Porzingis. Now, you can debate Wemby KP all day long. You can. And honestly, I don't even want to sit here and debate it because it's really a tough debate. KP offensively, way better. Wemby defensively, way better. It's what it comes down to. Wemby has the Hall of Fame rebound chaser. KP has the Hall of Fame limitless range. KP's release is quicker. Wemby, obviously, maybe it's easier to green. Wemby's release super easy to time, easy to green. KP's not that easy, especially if you haven't used the card. KP Hall of Fame rise up is nice. I just think with Kristaps, he's training wheels. He's literally training wheels. The easiest stretch big to use in the entire game. Like Wemby, I remember when Wemby came out, there were people in the MyTEAM community that preferred D-Rob to Wemby. And I think a lot of it came back to Wemby's release just being a little too slow. And just, I don't know. He just, I don't know if he didn't feel that smooth on the court or what it was, but there were so many people that did prefer D-Rob to obviously Victor Wembanyama, and I do take that into consideration as well. Not only how good am I with cards, but how good is the average person going to be with cards as well. One thing I dislike about Kristaps Porzingis, no hot spot from the top of the key. I mean, are we serious, 2K? Like, you gotta give him a hot spot from that top of the key, because in the pick and pop situation, guess what? A lot of his shots are gonna come from that exact spot. And the fact that he does not have a hot spot from there definitely hurts his value a little bit. I do believe right now as it stands, Kristaps Porzingis, your best center in my team. That's gonna wrap it up for our video today, guys. Let me know your thoughts on my top 10 center list down below in the comments. Who is I too high on, too low on, and ultimately, who did I leave off the list that you guys would have included? Again, Giannis, remember, on that power forward list. Same thing with a guy like Chris Webber. Drop a like on it, subscribe. As always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.